The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised. Toxic masculinity, issues, USA, are we okay? All that and more right here on Pyro Power Hour. Oh, and we're reviewing last night's or this weekend's Selective Outrage. Stay tuned. Good morning. We're back with another episode of Pyro Power Hour. I'm your host and moderator, Kwame, and we are joined by the handsome, the melanin proficient. That color looks good on you, bro. My brother from another mother, Kyrie Sandage.
Hey, everybody, what's going on?
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, LA. Good morning, West Coast. Good morning, East Coast. We thank you guys so much for joining.
Yes.
Michelle Holly, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you.
Michelle.
Michelle Arbel. We
Michelle.
love you, bro. We love you. Thank you. Sister Michelle said she beat Rochelle here. Sister Michelle said she beat Rochelle here. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, you did, Sister Michelle. You move fast. Praise God. Yes. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you are coming over from the East Coast, go ahead and let us know what you're eating for lunch today. Praise God. What's going on with you? How y'all doing?
Yeah.
West Coast. Good morning. Are you on your way? Look at Mother coming through. Thank you so much.
All right.
I watched Mother. I was listening to Mother while I was getting ready for the show. So Mother was preaching a good old preach. She had a sermon on today.
Good Monday morning word.
Yes, a good Monday morning word. Yes, praise God. Hey, Dr. Holt, how you doing? Greetings. Y'all let trade out for the weekend. I know Kyrie did.
Did you, Dr. Holt? Did you?
Keith Reynolds, thanks so much for joining. We appreciate you. Hey, Ramona. Hey, Boo. Raymond Torres, good morning. Yes, and you guys are listening to All Praise. That's right, All Praise by Just Dominic, the founder and CEO of Bullet in Flight Radio. Yes.
Amen.
Yes. Amen. Yes. So let's go ahead and get into some stuff because we have a lot in the power pack today. And I thought I just want to make sure before I go into it because I think we have breaking news. Somebody sent me something. But I want to make sure. Yes, we have breaking news. Hold on one second, you guys.
Oh Lord,
this is a little cray. Okay, so I don't have the picture because it was just sent to me, but it looks like 4 missing Americans were kidnapped at gunpoint after crossing the Mexico border were targeted by mistake, U.S. official says. 4 citizens... Oh, hold on. Oh, now it doesn't want to come up. Lord Jesus. Yeah, so hold on. Let me make sure. Did they retract this? Because it looks like it's... Hold on now. Hold on. Now listen, CNN. Don't play with me. Well, that's what it says. I can't open up the article. But it says 4 missing Americans who were kidnapped at gunpoint after crossing the Mexico border were targeted by mistake, U.S. officials say.
From a minivan.
Right.
In
4
Mexico.
US, are you looking at it? Do you see it?
The U.S. citizens were crossing the border into Matamoros in Tamaulipas state in a white minivan. That white van I used to be telling y'all about. On March 3rd, when unidentified gunmen shot at them. All 4 Americans were placed in a vehicle and taken from the scene by armed men, the FBI said. U.S. and Mexican law enforcement agencies are investigating the incident. Oh, wow.
Y'all keep playing around. Y'all want to go in there and I bet, were they palm colored?
It doesn't say it. I'm sure they were. Child, you know, if it was us, they wouldn't say nothing.
Right. But I ain't saying nothing. Listen, y'all need to stop playing over there. Try to understand the culture and get culturized, okay? And keep your behinds over here and mind your business. That's what y'all need to do.
There ain't nothing wrong with little Mexican trade.
That's fine and dandy, but understand that there's dangers. All right? Understand. All right? When you go outside this country, the rules don't apply here, okay? Privilege doesn't work for you, girl.
No, it does not.
All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get on into what's going on today. There it is. It's on the other side. My bad. All right. I switched up some things over here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get into what's happening today. Oh, wait, before we do that, we want to thank one of our sponsors, The Coldest Water. The Coldest Water is offering our audience an exclusive 10% off on all online purchases. You can go ahead and use this QR code or this link that is going on here. Good morning, Lalanda. Thank you so much for joining.
Hey,
good morning, Rashawn. Let's see. Thanks for sharing, Mother. Appreciate you. Hey, St. James. Let's see here. Okay, so... Yes, so go ahead and use this QR code or the link that I just put in there, and you will go ahead and be able to get 10% off on all online purchases on their website. Shout out to The Coldest Water, a sponsor of Pyro Media Enterprises. All right, you guys, let's get into what's happening today. I want to move quickly because we have a lot in the Power Pack today, so we got a lot to talk about. So today on what's happening today is National Oreo Cookie Day. We celebrate America's #1 cookie each. Let me move this over here because I can't see. There we go. Much gooder. We celebrate America's cookie. There we go. We celebrate America's cookie each year on its very special day on March 6th with National Oreo Cookie Day. At National Oreo Cookie Day, we love a good cookie, and good cookies stem from the classics. In fact, one of our favorite absolute favorites is a timeless classic, the Oreo, which with crisp chocolate cookies and creamy filling. Sounds interesting. These little cookies have captured our stomachs and hearts. The Oreo was first introduced in 1912, and it has been the best-selling cookie in America ever since. We love to dunk them, twist them, and straight up take a bite. Wow. Here's to the delicious Oreo.
Now, those Oreos I do not like, never have liked.
You don't like the Oreos?
No, not the chocolate though. If you give me vanilla or lemon or the birthday, yeah. I just never liked those.
Okay. Well, Dr. Holt says, I love Oreos. Let me go to the store when I leave work. Michelle Holly says, I hate Oreo cookies. They give me an ultra sugar rush. They are packed full of sugar. I will say that. We love cookies. Hey, cookies. Hey, hello. All right, let's move on. We have a couple of birthdays of the day. Let's move quickly through them. And today's birthday of the day is Shaquille O'Neal. Was born on March 6, 1972. He is a former professional basketball player, DJ, actor, musician, and successful businessman.
DJ. Okay.
That's what they said, honey. O'Neal is most well known for his success in basketball. He left college to join the Orlando Magic in 1992, but found the most success with the LA Lakers, where he led the team to win 3 consecutive championships. He won a 4th championship with the Miami Heat. He was highly successful despite his problems with injuries. And although O'Neal sometimes courts controversy, many really admire him, and we are happy to help you celebrate this larger-than-life basketball player. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. Hey, Sean, how are you? Good morning. Keith says, isn't he a volunteer sheriff deputy also? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oh. Mm-hmm. Hey, D number 3. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you.
But I'm surprised I'm surprised you're doing this. Him because I know he's a.
I didn't pick him.
Oh,
we're gonna move on. Tyler Gregory Okama, better known as Tyler the Creator, born on March 6, 1991, said in an interview that he always wanted to start a cult, and he did it. What? This rhymer from California has a solid fan base that includes noteworthy artists who claim that the creator himself divinely inspired their work. A former employee at Starbucks, Okama started his rapping career through MySpace, posting beats and art there. In 2007, he co-founded a hip-hop collective and released their debut mixtape in 2008. It all went up from that point, as he got into acting and produced 6 award-winning solos. Right, mother. So he Jim Jones now? I'm very confused.
Well, I don't know, but I know black people. He lost it with black people that year at the MTV Awards. I think it was like 2015, something like that.
You know what, Samuel? Hold on one second. You know what, Samuel? I need you to better vet these birthdays of the day, okay?
But when he said he wants to thank his Lord Satan, the black people just checked out. You don't remember that? It was on MTV Awards.
I do not.
I
have never listened to any of his stuff.
Yeah, like 20. I said black people are checked out now.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday, girl, over there. All right, today's viral moment of the day. I saw this, child. This was hilarious. Just take a look. Okay, what was hilarious to me wasn't that the fact that he called security, because I know Big Mama was a little heavy, but what was hilarious to me was the run that he did. He just skirted along. That was hilarious.
Miss Mabel,
I don't know her, Dr. Hall. I know.
Miss Mabel.
Ramona said, hip stiff. Yeah, ma'am. Hey, Ebra, thanks for joining. Appreciate you.
Miss Mabel had a flashback.
Honey. Anywho, good morning to you guys. And today we want to say good morning to Kyrie's husband, because he is listening to Audible, an Amazon company. And you can go ahead and get a 30-day free trial if you go ahead and utilize this QR code. If you don't want to use this QR code, or you're using your mobile device to watch this, you can go ahead and use the link that is coming up in the comments. And for those that are listening on Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian radio station in the world, you can go ahead and go over to our website, www.pyromedianetwork.com, to get all of this, or you can go to our YouTube channel to find out all of the links there. So thanks so much. We'll be right back, guys, because we have a lot to talk about. Oh, and by the way, before I go, I mentioned last week that I had some stuff, an announcement to tell you guys. I have to wait, because my lawyer said that I have to wait, because the contract, I have to wait, and I'm only waiting until this Friday.
You playing in our face.
I'm not playing it. I'm telling you, there's a special reason, and it will be worth the wait. So I have a major announcement on Friday. There won't be any more delays. I just have to listen to the attorney. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Listen to your lawyers by all means. Yes.
Listen. But yes, we'll be right back after this. While we're taking a break, go ahead and invite your cousins, your loved ones, and everybody. Lottie Dottie. We'll be right back, because the power pack is going to be packed. Stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you are just tuning in because we're Black by popular demand, we are Kwame and Kyrie here at the Pyro Power Hour. If you're just tuning in, don't forget to check out our wonderful, wonderful sponsors and the people that make us look all pretty. Pyro Media Productions. If you want a show like this, if you want to have your own podcast, if you want to up your social media and or website, go ahead and holler at Pyro Media Productions. They do everything and everyone for a little monetary compensation, if you will, a little honorarium, if you will. Praise God. But go ahead and hit them up if you want to up and take your brand and set your brand of braids and take it to the next level. We also want to thank our other sponsor, Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian radio station in the world. And you guys that are listening to Pyro Power Hour right now on Bullet in Flight, shout out to y'all. We love you, and we see the numbers, and we thank you for supporting this show. All right, guys, it's time. It's time.
Also,
what? Oh, you okay? Oh, he talking to somebody else. All right, you guys, who's coming on in? Dr. Ho says, again, I asked, how many husbands Kyrie got? Ain't leaving no beef for anybody got. Listen, I don't know what to tell y'all. Kyrie is a little selfish. Rashad says, Kyrie has a lot of the husbands. We're going to get on into it. All right, you guys. The first up is chill, bro. Calm down. So, fan freaks out after meeting Michael B. Jordan, and he had to ask them to chill out. What do you think after watching this? Go ahead and take a look.
Yo, it's okay. Talk to me. I'm a person. I'm a person. I'm a person. Ooh, I got you. I'm gonna take a selfie. We have any tweets? I got you. You gotta breathe. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. Yeah, we talk to him. I'm a person. It's okay. Yeah, look at this guy. Oh wait. I got you. I'm gonna take a selfie with you. I'm gonna sign the photos. Okay? Thank you. Breathe. Just calm down. Calm down. All right, here we go, bro.
So some fans, or not fans, some people are saying that Michael B. Jordan was being a little dismissive of him. Other fans are taking up for Michael B. Jordan and saying that he handled that really, really well. So, Kyrie, what are your thoughts on this?
I think that he handled it well. I mean, the guy was being pushed. That's why he just calm down. I'm here. Just calm your nerves. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, but I don't understand people saying Michael B. Jordan dismissed him. He didn't dismiss him.
I agree. Say it again?
No, I said he was just saying calm down. Hey.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he was dismissive at all. I think he handled that a lot better than I would have, because you all up in my face, sir. I need you to calm the hell down. Back up. Why are you so close? What's your problem? The hell wrong with you? Now, I would have handled it like that, but Michael B. Jordan, I think he's a sweetheart, but I do think one of the, Michelle Holly says, wow, that fan was doing too much. I agree.
Exactly.
I get it. Everybody wants to get that moment. Oftentimes, I know I probably would have passed out if it was Beyonce, but I also remember that these people, listen, I'm being dead honest on this. I think people need to remember there's a difference between admiring somebody and idolizing them. And the only person that I idolize is my good Lord Savior. Okay? I'm just saying. He's the one that died for me. None of these celebrities there. And as much as I love Beyonce, as much as I love the Empress, Janet Demita Joe Jackson, I'm not going to idolize them. I'm going to remember that they are still human, just like me. So they still bleed.
But I mean, I fanned out once, but it wasn't like that.
But I think fanning out is different than what he did, what that guy did. Like, you kind of bum rush past to the security cop. Calm down.
Yeah. That was too much.
Wait your turn. It's okay. Let's see what these comments say. What do you guys say? Raymond Torres says he really handled it well. He still has humility when he said that he was still a person and need his personal space.
Exactly.
He wasn't dismissive at all. People just love to hate on this young man. I agree with that. Ramona says he handled it well. People forget SARS are humans. The official Thais report says, I agree. Calm down. It's MBJ, not Jesus. Thank you. Michelle, Kyrie.
I want to fan up.
Yeah. But, brother,
I love Michelle. If I saw you, Uncle Kyrie, or Elder Titan, I'm going to fan all the way.
We love you, Michelle. She know how to boost the spirits. Praise God. Ramona says it can be stalker. Yes, it can be very stalkerish. Sean
but
says,
now he could have played and be like, ain't nobody got on no mask. Everybody got on and freaked out.
Right. Sean says sometimes people do too much. D number 3 says, I think he handled it well. Plus, you have to be careful. Safety first. I agree. You're not wrong with my security. And if it was Beyonce and I tried that, I would be thrown. Okay, because Beyonce has some security.
Oh, he must really love Michael B. Jordan.
Well, yeah, well, I get it. I he's a very nice looking man.
Yeah,
I'm not going to bum rush him.
I'm exactly.
Going to his space. He's still a man, a human.
He is.
What a man.
But I still see Wallace.
You still see who?
Wallace. He was Wallace on The Wire. Did you watch The Wire?
No.
Okay, well, never mind. How did you not watch The Wire?
Everybody keeps telling me that. Listen, I have a lot of shows to watch. Okay, right now, this is a lot of stress that you keep putting on me every week, Kyrie. Watch this show. Why haven't you watched this show every week? Okay, and I just finished Love After Lockup, by the way, yesterday.
Oh, good. We'll discuss.
No, I'm sorry. I have one more episode.
That's tomorrow. But he was Wallace on but The Wire is old show. That's like, why you didn't watch The Wire? That's like back in 03, 02.
Yeah, I was in high school around that time.
Okay.
Kyrie's drooling. Ty says The Wire.
Right.
Michelle says, listen to the sound of Uncle Kyrie as he speaks about Michael.
Mr. Jordan, yes.
Keats Reynolds says, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. I know that's right.
Yes, he is.
But The Wire came out when Jesus was born then, so you know what, Tasha?
Exactly, Tasha. Exactly.
Hold on one second. Let me tell you something, Tasha.
Don't come for Tasha.
Not too much. Not too much, Tasha. Not too much.
Right. Because she's right. That's what the
show. You hush. Anywho, moving on. Are you joking or no? So, the Real Housewives of Potomac ladies, current and old, are fighting. Former Real Housewives of Potomac star Katie Roast, 42, has never been someone to bite her tongue or shy away from the truth. The TV personality made headlines last month after admitting she unfortunately relapsed amid her ongoing sobriety journey. Thankfully, Katie Roast seems to be in a much better place now and has since restarted the recovery process. As someone who seemingly isn't afraid to speak their mind, Katie Roast recently called out her former co-star Ashley Darby, 34, for her estranged husband's lawsuit against Candace Dillard Bassett, 36. As previously reported earlier this season, after Ashley Darby made allegations that Candace Dillard Bassett's husband, Chris Bassett, 45, was entertaining other women, Candace replied, quote, your husband likes to leave you and go to a man named Censored house and suck his D. Wow. Looks like Michael Darby, 63, Ashley Darby's soon-to-be ex-husband, didn't like the comment and recently filed a defamation lawsuit against Candace for $2 million. It's important to note that rumors that Michael has had sexual relations with men have been brought up for years on Bravo series. However, Candace is the only person the businessman has taken legal action against, and Katie isn't too pleased about that. Yesterday, on March 2nd, Katie took to Twitter and wrote, quote, I read something ridiculous. It better be a joke. Michael, don't F with Candace slowly backing away, son.
Because it is ridiculous because Candace didn't say anything that the blogs didn't report. The blogs put it out there. But see, nobody goes after the bloggers except Cardi B. Except Cardi B. But the blogger is the one who put that out there. And then, but like she said, she
allegedly.
What allegedly? The bloggers they put it out there. You don't remember that?
No, I know that the bloggers put out there. What I'm saying allegedly on is this, because all of this, these are, let me just finish reading because I'm going to answer my own question.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Yeah, because, what you said? What you said?
No, go ahead. No,
During this time, appearing on Real Housewives of Potomac, Michael has faced a few allegations that have seemingly made people question his sexuality. In a previous season, some ladies of the series said they overheard him saying he wanted to perform fellatio on Robin Dixon's 43, husband Juan, 44. He also dealt with a sexual assault allegation as well. In 2018, prosecutors dropped charges against him for second-degree assault and improper sexual contact after he allegedly groped a cameraman while filming for Real Housewives of Potomac. So,
and the bloggers pulled up his Grindr account. I mean, what a child!
The bloggers pulled up his alleged Grindr account. The bloggers also talked about the stuff that he's been putting out, these innuendos with Juan Dixon, the groping with cameramen, their own cameramen. These are things that have been already talked about. So you don't go after them. But you go after the black woman.
But you know what?
I see you, Michael.
Oh, we know. Well, I ain't gonna say we know. I feel. Kyrie feels. He is a stone heart racist. He's a stone cold racist.
And furthermore, I just found out last week, allegedly, he owns plantations.
They ain't no allegedly.
But with that being said, I see you, Ashley. Let's check out these comments. Raymond Torres says, Katie is that real girl that Real Housewives of Potomac needed. Ashley worries more about other people's husbands than that prenup that left her still needing a Bravo check. I completely agree, Raymond. Raymond also says Michael has a whole white privileged mess in the show. Michelle Holly says, okay, no big deal. She is not the first lady to marry a same gender loving person. This is true.
That's true.
Keith Reynolds, not Grindr. See, we're not making. Keith Reynolds. It is Grindr. Seriously, the pictures were put up. It was alleged.
Yeah. But as far as Katie on this, and Katie probably has an axe to grind with Ashley, because Ashley's the one who came to her and said, "We feel you're not mentally stable to keep going with the show."
Right.
Yeah, Ashley. Okay. I don't know. Why would they put Ashley to do that? Who was Ashley? But
we're going to talk about more of that. Don't forget, you guys, tomorrow we're doing a special or adding a show rather to our lineup for Pyro Power Hour, and we will be on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, and we may have some surprise guests there, so definitely check it out. But it will be the reality recap edition, so we're going to be going over the Real Housewives of Real Housewives of Potomac, reunion.
Queens of R&B.
And the Queens of, what did you say?
Queens of R&B.
The Queens of R&B, yes, with SWV and Escape, yes. Yeah. I have not watched it. I'm going to watch that today, so I'm going to.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it today. Last night there was a lot going. I was trying to finish up Love After Lockup because you, sir, told me to watch it, and now I was invested. I was deep cleaning the house and everything. He says, "Child, he ate Juan Dixon up."
Exactly. I keep saying that he knows
allegedly.
Girl, he know what Juan tastes like.
Listen. The streets been talking. And I have it on good authority, allegedly, that he is very close with people in Atlanta. That's all I'm going to say. Anywho, Raymond Torres says, actually, I'll talk to you offline, Kyrie. Raymond Torres says, actually is the fall girl. That's why.
I believe it, Raymond. I believe it.
Dr. Holt says, I stepped out for a minute, but Michael Darby is a whole gap.
And he is. He is.
Michelle Holly says, I will try to watch it. Thank you for joining tomorrow. If you're not, you can always catch the replay. And for those that ask, let me see. Thais says, it was so good. I cannot wait. Now, listen. I do want to make a quick point. Let me tell you something, YouTube. Hold on one second, bro. Let me tell you something, YouTube. Y'all tried it. Because you took down our video, and I know it probably wasn't YouTube. I know it was Bravo that did this because Bravo's been coming after a couple of different bloggers. I know that for a fact because I've talked to some on TikTok. Okay? But some of y'all you put what do you call it? What do you call those things? You reported, and allegedly it was Bravo. I'm just saying, but someone reported our Friday show, and we're in the process of getting it restored. But try that again to see what happens.
What do we say? What do we say?
It's not what we said. It's what we played the video. Hey, meet the Whitakers. How you doing? Hey, the snippet that we had for Candace.
Oh,
yeah. Apparently that was flagged. But there's 4,000 other bloggers that have did the exact same one.
But you only played what? 30 seconds, if that.
But there was people that played the entire clip, and
right.
they're not. Their videos are still up. I see you, Bravo. Allegedly.
Well, Bravo, thank you for watching.
But don't worry, don't worry, because Pyro Power Hour is on the Pyro Media Network, and Pyro Media Network keeps that number to our attorneys on lock. So keep playing around.
Again, thank you for watching, Bravo. Thank you.
Right. Anywho, moving on. Just another one to them. So the family of Shanquella Robertson is fed up with the U.S. official. I mean, who isn't fed up with U.S. officials at this point? It's fed up with U.S. officials for, quote, abandoning them in the investigation of her death. The Robinson family's attorney, Sue Ann Robinson, who has no relation to Shanquella, recently gave an update after returning from a trip to Mexico, claiming it's been hard to get information. Attorney Robinson told sources, we weren't greeted by the consulate and taken to the attorney general's office. We kind of had to make our way in order to get the information. We did not receive any assistance from the consulate, despite their knowledge of the protocols in Mexico that the attorney general would require the consulate to be involved because it is a crime involving a U.S. citizen. Robinson was able to find out that the investigation has been completed in Mexico and that an extradition packet was handed to the U.S. government. She said it's now a matter of, quote, waiting for our government to do the next steps in the process, end quote. Robinson said it's, quote, it is a unique case in that this extradition process is requiring the United States to essentially turn over a United States citizen or citizens to the Mexican government in order to be brought to justice under their criminal justice system. She added, quote, but it's not something that's unprecedented or that lacks a protocol for it to be done. It just takes a high-level diplomat intervention, end quote. So on Friday, March 3rd, Robinson's family headed to Washington, D.C. to hold a press conference pleading for support from U.S. officials. Shanquilla's sister, Quilla Long, said she is disappointed with how the U.S. government has handled this case. Quote, I have not been able to rest since October 29th of 2022. I got the call of her death. I also was told lies about her death, and I witnessed among the others of the world a video of a death. This journey has been frustrating. The feeling of disheartenment towards our government. I feel like our government has failed us. Now we got to take extra steps and measures as far as rallies, as far as press conferences and mailing letters. I feel like we should not have to do this. It's been 5 months and something should have been done. Thoughts?
Absolutely, something should have been done. Look, there were all type of reports going out that they had arrested someone, but the family kept saying no, that's not true. They would come back and retract it. No one is doing anything. And I believe if it was Rebecca Sue, it would be something. The U.S. would be on top of it more.
Yep.
And the Mexican government would cooperate, but they are. I missed what she said, but they are not doing anything. Like she said, they can't get any cooperation. One of the cases that would be long. Yep. But
Meet the Whitaker says, unfortunately, this is going to be one of those cases that will be a long process, but they'll get the victory. I hope that they do. I really do hope that they do, because I do concur with you, Kyrie, that I do not think that if this was Becky or Sarah Sue, But because it's a Shanquella Robinson and because it's a black female, I think that's cause for pause and or hesitation and or procrastination. So, welcome to the U.S.
But that's not. But it's not even just the Mexican. Not cooperating. If she was unalive on the U.S. soil, I believe the government would do the same thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would have been a little bit faster, honestly. I don't think it would have been 5 months for us to at least find out what the investigation and the cause of death was. But I do think that it would have taken, look, we're still dealing with Breonna Taylor's situation.
Number 3. Listen, they put out an all search party in all 50 states. That's all we kept hearing. And it was a sister. It was a sister who had disappeared the same time she did, and they put her to the back burner. Everybody concentrated on Natalie. Yeah.
Just for Bullet in Flight listeners, we want to read out what D number 3 said. Right, Kyrie. Remember how they searched for Natalie Holloway? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
CNN gave special reports.
Yes. They did.
Has CNN or MSNBC even mentioned this girl?
They mentioned them.
I think Joy Reid mentioned her once.
No, they mentioned Joy Reid actually talked about it. But they mentioned it, but that was it. This until they found the body or until they found the whole situation, Natalie Holloway. This was an ongoing, everyday, all day type situation. But they just mentioned the situation.
But all the evidence they have, like when the maid said she saw she was sitting up in the chair. Well, she didn't get up in the chair by herself.
Thank you. All right. If you guys want to go ahead and support Kyrie and I, go ahead and feel free to send us cash apps and or follow us on TikTok. And also don't forget to hit that like button. It does support the platform. And we want to make sure that our condolences go out to the hearts and souls and families and friends of the real friends of Shanquella Robinson. And we want to just extend our hands out to them and just pray that God continues to cover them and keep them in prayer and in peace. And we pray that Shanquella is resting in the arms of our good Lord and Savior. So you ain't got to deal with the rest of the crap out here, sis. Just I wish you didn't go like that. So we'll continue to follow the story. We're going to continue to mention her name, and we're going to continue to bring it up because I think that is one thing that will keep things going. Is if we can bring up the story and put this in the faces of every social media outlet, everything that we can, just keep putting it in the faces of these news outlets. Yeah,
because it's wow. Yeah. Another unsolved case, just like the one I reported on last week with a young lady, the pregnant postal worker in Chicago.
Yeah.
Now they saw her boyfriend driving her car, saw him go in and out of her home, carry items out, and did nothing. And then he told them, "I'm not going to talk to him anymore. I have nothing to say." And now he's moved out of state with his other baby mama. Look how long it took him to arrest her. But yeah.
Well, let's keep them in prayer and keep talking about it and keep mentioning Shanquella Robinson's name and keep mentioning Shanquella Robinson's name and keep mentioning Shanquella Robinson's name.
Absolutely.
Because you won't be forgotten, Queen. All right, moving on. Can bros be bros? I mean, really, can bros be bros? So this ridiculous gay rumor that rumors that are reverberating across the internet about actors Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors for their public display of affection and brotherly bond is extremely disheartening. Gay Magazine says. Gays Magazine we encourage you to help us officially end this notion that a man's sexuality should be questioned or that a man is not straight for simply being kind and a friend to another man. Normalize Black men being affectionate. Let's take a look.
I've been seeing a lot about Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan lately. I've seen people question their blackness, their sexuality, their masculinity. I've read so many comments from people who feel that the behavior in these photos is sus in some way. But I admire their friendship. There's a form of intimacy here that too few of us dudes are even mature enough to explore or comprehend. And when I see these two dudes together, I don't see two brothers trying to make Black men look weak. I see two guys who are able to be vulnerable with each other. who can tell each other I love you without ending the sentence with no homo or pause, because the nature of their relationship is platonic. It doesn't need to be questioned or dissected. It's not sexual. The only reason this is strange to you is because you're unable to form bonds like this or didn't see many healthy examples of it coming up. Speaking from the perspective of a straight man, when's the last time you loved on a dude? Genuinely. And I'm not saying you have to exchange every handshake with a physical embrace. There's other ways to show love and support. Check in on them, let them vent, help lift them up. People need that. It shouldn't be taken off the table just because there's no opportunity for sex. There's other ways to be part of someone's support system and show them that you care unconditionally. There's a fear behind it, right? Like if we show love to one of our guy friends publicly, somebody's going to run up on us from behind and yell, gay. And pardon my French, but fuck that guy. Let him stay in middle school. Their relationship makes me reflect on my own. None of that other shit matters. They're free. Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird. What are your thoughts on this, Kyrie?
Like I said on TikTok, you can always tell who grew up with a father or a male figure and who did not. Those that did not always view male bonding as something other than what it really is. It's just male bond, two men having a moment. Like it's they can't separate sex from affection because they never experienced that. Mm-hmm. So they lash out, just like the dude who made this the poster that you had. He made telling them this is buck breaking. I don't know why they would do this gay ass shit. That was so ridiculous to me. I'm like, there's nothing about them to me that screams that they're gay. It look like two friends.
Yeah.
They're probably bonding over white women. I'm just joking.
Stupid.
I see them as two men that are like really close, like really brothers.
Yeah. So Meet the Whitaker says, but when the white guys do it, it's different. Oh, okay, got it. Exactly. Dr. Holt says these MFers don't know what love is. That's the problem. I agree.
That's true.
Hey, Jonathan Davis, thanks for joining. He says, yes, bros can be bros. I appreciate my bros in my life. They are solid men of color. Raymond Torres says they are clearly best friends and have a real
covenant
with each other. Toxic masculinity has destroyed so many black men. Meet the Whitaker says you can still love your homie and be manly. People are always reaching at wrong things. Michelle Holly says one display of love, and it is a very different, very healthy. D number 3. Yeah, D number 3 says I think black men would be better off if they could openly love and support each other without being called gay. I completely agree with that.
Facts.
The ones hollering it's gay are the ones being bent. Okay, right. Michelle Holly says, Uncle Kyrie, they perhaps are bonding over white ladies. True. I'm not arguing with y'all on that. The official Tayu support says they are brothers, but I love to watch.
You know what?
Tasha Champion says, but there are so many black fathers that wouldn't even be vulnerable, affectionate, or emotional with their sons. We have to change this across the board. I completely agree with that. So something else that popped up, right, Victor Whitaker is my mother. So there's something else that popped up, and I had Samuel, or actually erased it because it was supposed to be a separate topic, but I thought it went really well with this. So take a look at this.
What is it like having dudes attracted to you, bro? I'm pretty accepting, man, of compliments across the board, male or female, simply because, I'm comfortable in my sexuality as a heterosexual male, and I don't even know if this is something that is really discussed a lot in our community. But if you are comfortable within yourself and everybody in your environment or your social life or whatever is being respectable about your life and what you have going on, then I don't see how, it could really bother me, speaking on myself. I can't speak for everybody. But I know you might have some guys out there that want to play tough and be like, man, I don't roll like that. It's like, man, people just giving you a compliment, bro. Just take it, be grateful for it. And honestly, I mean, if you got both genders looking at you in a desirable way, then obviously you should take that to a high standard. To answer your question, man, I don't really feel no type of way about stuff like that, as long as the male is not like overdoing or overboard, but even like, and I could like, even for me, I have no problem like the way we compliment people, or the way I compliment people, male to male, I'll be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You got the fit on, bro. Like, bro, you looking good, man. And in my personal opinion, I feel like that's something that should be, you know, taken into account more in our community, man. But, you know, it's just, but at the end of the day, man, you know, it's not something that really makes me feel uneasy or nothing like that. As long as that person is not.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
Ooh, Big Daddy. Oh my God. I follow him on TikTok. That's why I put it. That's why I put it in to talk about. But I think that's true. If you're comfortable within yourself, you're not a girl. You're not. If you're comfortable with yourself, I don't understand what the big deal is. Like he said, I agree. As long as you're not overdoing it. You know,
I agree.
I be Michael Darby and groping him and doing all that craziness.
And I agree. I think I find it interesting that women can go ahead and compliment each other without it being a looked at as gay, or you know, rude or anything like that. I don't see why we can't support our brothers. If one of my straight friends are, you know, is cisgender heterosexual males are saying something like that looks nice, I'm gonna be, hey, that looks nice on you. You look good, bro.
Exactly.
I don't see why that you know, I'm not trying to hump you, girl. Like, that's not.
But those are people that are insecure and uncomfortable, right?
And I feel like I don't understand why that's, you know, why that is such a problem. But this goes back to the whole conversation of can bros be bros, and I think that's a bigger conversation we need to have.
I think they absolutely can. We see they can, but can bros be bros without the harassment?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So, all right. Well, good luck, y'all. We're gonna continue to support you on our end.
Oh, the straights, just go get some therapy.
It really does help.
It does.
All right. Here we go again. Yeah, I'm so sick of this topic. So, Yara Shahidi is facing racist backlash for being the first Black actress to play Tinkerbell in Disney's live-action adaptation, Peter Pan and Wendy. The hate is pouring in on Twitter. Of course, it's Twitter. Following the release of the trailer for the upcoming movie, one tweet said, quote, Black Tinkerbell, Black Little Mermaid, Black Cinderella, Brown Snow White, the blackwashing of white culture continues, end quote. Who said that? Another user added, quote, what's the point of race swapping Tinkerbell, end quote. Quote, Disney couldn't care less about making new stories about people of color characters. They just put POC people to play white characters. And that shows, one, how lazy Disney is, two, how racist this is. It's like they don't think POC people deserve their own stories besides like 3 animated movies, end quote. Another Twitter user wrote.
You just can't satisfy everybody.
I'm just
because now you done set up. Who is it? White culture. What is white culture?
White
culture is what? White culture is lynching.
So
let me shut up. Yeah.
Aggravating. It's so aggravating. I'm so tired. We constantly are talking about these Disney films. We're constantly, and I bet you it's people in Florida. I feel like it is. I feel like it is. That's just what it's in my chata. That's what I'm feeling because it sounds real Floridian. It sounds.
Now, I don't like this picture. It's like they what they do to her looks. I don't like this.
This is what she looks like as Tinkerbell.
I don't like it.
Well, I mean, that's Tinkerbell. I mean, she's a fairy. What do you want? How do you want me to do about it? I didn't make the damn suit. My point is, I didn't argue with the prosthetics. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But what frustrates me about the whole situation is like, why is it necessary for us to constantly, do this? Like, they did it with The Little Mermaid. They did it with Cinderella, which, by the way, her did a phenomenal job as Cinderella. Like, I thought it was really, really dope. The Broadway.
Wait a minute, her Cinderella. No, her was in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Cinderella is Brandy. But
Brandy was Cinderella, yes. But nobody said anything when it was Brandy. Oh no, they actually did say something when it was Brandy.
Did they? 25 years ago, they did.
They did. I mean, it wasn't as big as it is today, but they did have an issue with it. And they had an issue with they didn't have an issue with Whitney playing
Fairy godmother.
Fairy godmother because of her voice or whatever. But they had there was a black mother or black queen and a white king and an Asian prince.
But it wasn't diversified.
Thank you, Dr. Holt. I really can care less who plays. Like, I just think that this is just a great bag and opportunity for us. So continue to make your coin, Yara. I don't give a dang. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna keep sharing it. Support Black content and Black.
And I'm gonna watch it.
And y'all better watch it. I might not watch it. I may just repost the fact that Yara Shahidi.
But people have a problem with everything.
She's not even talking in this.
The Equalizer came out, and it's a woman. I'm like, oh, shut up.
Oh my god. But she's not even talking. Thank you, Thais. But Elizabeth Taylor can't be Cleopatra, girl.
Baby, now that's it. Now that's the argument right there.
Girl. Okay, Tasha Champion says, but they were fine with Anika Noli Rose was the first Black Disney princess character that was a frog. Most of them.
Well, now here's from Black people's point of view. Their point is Disney's being lazy and not creating stories for Black people. They're just rehashing the old ones and putting Black people in it. That's Black people's problem. White people's problem is you're using Black people in white culture as whoever put that in there. You get it? Yeah. Stupid. On both parts, in my opinion, but yeah.
All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to talk about this because...
yes!
Yeah, we're going to talk about Chris Rock's Selective Outrage, and...
and it's what people have. I so agree with that title, but yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Oh, yeah. And we're Black. We're Black by popular demand, you guys. And I'm just... Because I just know where this is going. I know where this is going. And I just know. We're going to talk about Chris Rock's Selective Outrage.
Who watched it? Did you all watch it?
I watched it. I watched the whole thing. I suffered through the whole thing.
Suffered? Who was so suffering about it?
You know what, Kyrie? Just go ahead and say.
I'm asking a question.
No, I'm asking you a question. Go ahead and say your opinion, and I'll be quiet.
I'm
going to do mine last. You go ahead. I don't want you to feel
interrupted. For me, I thought it was very, very good, and not on but some people don't know. Chris Rock is one of my top favorite stand-up comedians.
Oh, okay.
And I have been waiting on this. And people called me, was like, you said he was going to get them. I said, absolutely, because he's an Aquarius. I already knew what was going to happen. He was going to annihilate them. But you got the Jada Pinkett fans, they upset and mad and offended. But the man told the truth. That's why I like Chris Rock. Chris Rock speaks the truth, but he puts it in comedic form. Like when he talks about dating, if you dating a white woman, bring a, you can go to the white woman's family. They're going to be, oh yeah. But you bring a white girl home, they're going to be like, it's funny to me. He's funny. Okay, well, you didn't. So what did you like? Now his spot on about the Smiths, which everybody had been waiting on, that was the funniest to me. He was no holds bar. He went, like I said, that Aquarian in him came out and he went full throttle. He didn't hold back. I loved it. It was funny. Clearly, you don't think so.
I'm just waiting for you to get all your information out.
I'm done. Now,
are you sure?
What did you suffer through? What did you suffer?
Are you sure you're done?
I am.
Okay.
I might have something.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you cut me off, I'm cutting you off. Okay.
I'm not.
All right. So before I say what I need to say, I'm going to go ahead and let the audience speak. So Tasha Champion says, oh no, that's the wrong one. Lamar says, I don't like it. Just create a new. Oh no, that's something different.
That's back to Disney.
Yeah, that's back to Disney. Okay, Dr. O says, I tell you what, non-melanated people.
Remake Friday.
We're still talking about that. Oh, here we go. Tasha Champion said she watched it. Michelle Holly said she watched it.
You skip. See, you've been biased right now.
I'm reading what they're saying.
You didn't say what you said. You said Tasha Champion, she watched it. She said I watched it and I loved it. You skipped the and I loved it part, but that's okay.
Sure. Okay. Tasha Champion says I watched it and I loved it. Okay. Michelle Holly says I watched it. Okay. Are you done? Did I? Was I accurate enough? Dr. Holt says kick rocks. Keith Reynolds says I watched it to a point. It just wasn't giving what he thought he was giving. Tasha Champion says me too at Kyrie. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And Tambourine wasn't that funny. Period. I was glad to see this one. Period. It was funny. Was that accurate enough for you?
I totally agree, Tasha. You're sarcastic ass. I totally agree, Tasha. Yeah, Tambourine. I was a little disappointed with Tambourine.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson says he deserved to get the taste slapped out of his blank. Hilariously, Will is still winning. Even not showing up to these lame awards, the king is still winning. I want
to know why did he deserve to get slapped?
Hold on. We're letting the audience speak. Okay.
Oh, they are.
Opinion. Okay. I am light. It fell flat. It wasn't funny. Chris, the Thai support says Chris Rock is a purveyor of anti-blackness. Full stop. Oh, we're gonna leave that up for a second. Let that sink in. Ramona says she is a black woman who cares? I don't know what that meant.
Is that in Shaquilla or is that into Jada?
I don't know.
The Whitakers watched it.
Meet the Whitakers, we watched it. We give it a 7. Thais says there were moments were almost unbearable. Just Dominic says his first joke was a gay joke. I didn't like it. Listen,
and that's what kills me with the gay community. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You had your point. You had your time, okay, girl? You said what you needed to say. If that
can I say this before you say that? Because I already knew why Thais didn't like it, and a whole lot of gay folks didn't like it, which is why they don't like Samoa's special either.
I actually watch Samoa's. I love Samoa's special.
Gay people can say whatever they want to say about whomever and think it's I'm this girl, I'm serving girl. But the minute somebody crack a gay joke, oh my God, cancel them. They shouldn't say that. Oh my God, we're off the limits. I don't like that about the gay. I don't like that about the gay community, but that's me. Go ahead.
Are we talking about the gay white community or gay community in general?
I'm talking gay community, black and gay.
Okay, that's cute. Tasha Champion says he is a damn comedian. Period. His job is to clap back on the slap. Okay. All right, Tasha. Just Dominic says I'd give him a 2 out of 10. Ooh.
Of course you did, because you said the gay joke. Y'all didn't like the gay jokes.
Okay. So are you done, Kyrie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna move this over to this. Okay. Let me take this off for a second and explain to you why I have a problem with this. I hear what you're saying, Kyrie. I absolutely agree that oftentimes we sit there and we will, have, quote, selective outrage. My problem with this entire situation and this entire show, he just wasn't funny. And what my problem was is that oftentimes I don't just look at what the person is doing now. I look at their history. Okay. And their history has shown me of this person that he capes for white people and that he has very coon undertones. Ramona, I think you need to hit the live button. I think you're talking about Shanquilla. We talked about that in way back. So hit the live button. So my issue is that there's a lot of conversations. Do I agree that Will Smith should have slapped him? No, I don't. I don't think that was right. I don't think that was cool. But that he made a decision, and that's the decision that he went with. It is what it is. Okay. Now, if he comes back and slaps him again, that's the decision that he went with. But I think my issue with the whole situation is the fact that you constantly came, because most of the people that were laughing in the audience were palm-colored people. You had your time. Okay. And so my issue is that Jerry Seinfeld didn't even like that shit. Listen. Listen. My issue with the whole situation is that there was a lot of anti-blackness in the conversation. Let me go back to that comment that Thais made, because that is literally going to be the comment of the day for me. Chris Rock is a purveyor of anti-blackness, full stop. And for those who are sitting there saying, yay, go Team Aquarius, well, guess who Thais Jackson is? He's an Aquarius in every aspect of its form. Okay? So, my issue, huh?
I said every. Good. You said Thais is an Aquarius in every aspect. I said every.
Not too much, Kyrie.
I was agreeing.
No. Not too much, Kyrie. Not too much. I see you, girl.
I was agreeing.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, my whole point is that this was just really disgusting, and I feel like we need to just stop at the end of the day. It's like the number 3 says, "I'm not gay and I don't like him. I think he steps and fetch." Yeah. At the end of the day, my frustration. Hold on, Thais says, "Can you send me the link?" You see what I'm saying? Listen, hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry to interrupt this show, but when Mother asked, because Mother does a lot, okay? Mother puts out a lot. So when Mother asks, Kwame obliges. Praise God, okay? So give me one moment. We have a surprise guest coming on today.
Man, okay? Damn surprise. We saw. I'm sorry.
You know what, Kyrie? See, this is why your ass get cussed out, okay? And now, hold on one second. Now, okay, there you go. I just sent it to you. Come on through. Come on through. But before Mother comes on through, as she's getting ready, I just want to say that my issue is not necessarily the fact that he was rented. What I saw in this whole, because I watched the whole thing. What I saw in this was a lot of anti-blackness, a lot of caping for white people, a lot of residual pain that he needed to work through. There was a lot of attacking of a black woman, and even Mother doesn't even like Jada Pinkett Smith. Okay,
what black woman did he attack?
I did not interrupt you.
Well, I can't ask a question. I'm sorry.
No, because I didn't interrupt you. I stayed quiet. Okay. We can have a commentary after this, okay? But I saw a lot of BS and a lot of dancing with the tambourine, a lot of monkeying around, and it really, really bothered me. And regardless, if some gay people do it and some other gay people do it, and they there's a lot of selective outrage for them. For me, I have a problem with it. I had a problem with this particular stand-up. It wasn't funny to me at all. Like, it wasn't even like, it would be funny if, like, I found some of Dave Chappelle's jokes funnier than Chris Rock's last night or this past weekend. And my issue is that you can tell that all of this was still in you at the end of your bit. And then you say at the end, don't do stuff in front that I was raised. I have parents, and I was raised well because I was taught not to do this in front of white people. What have you done on Netflix's platform? So the whole thing was just hypocritical to me. This entire thing, like, you were selectively outraged by different things to me, and that's what frustrated me. And it just goes to show that at the end of the Black Day, you need therapy. A lot more than what you may or may not have had in this past year since the incident. I'm not saying that what Will Smith did was right. But what I am saying is that this was not it. Thank you, Vovo. He was calling us the N-word. Pretty much. Go ahead, Kyrie. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna wait
now
for
you said he was attacked. What black woman did he attack?
He attacked Jada. He attacked Meghan Markle.
He told Meghan Markle don't even want to be black, but that's another story. Okay. So Jada, he told what happened and why there was a conflict. Jada called him. So you had somebody call you, Kwame. I know you're up for this. You're going to host this award show, but my husband is not nominated. Okay. I think you should boycott.
Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry.
So him and Jada had words about that. They had words already.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but we have a special guest to come through. I'm going to actually pull this person off, okay? And I want to introduce to some, okay? Welcome to all. The incomparable.
The world knows, mother.
Everybody knows who Thais Jackson is. Welcome
exactly. to the stage. As I say, the church introduction.
Oh, Kyrie is really, really salty. He's really salty. He's salty. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But you know what? Allow Kyrie to finish his what he was saying. Continue.
Okay, so I said I didn't see him attacking anybody, Jada. Mm-hmm. And like he said, I agree with him. Will was not mad at him per se. Will was mad at Jada at the situation. And Chris said something and it just it triggered him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think he deserved it. I thought, like I said, and I called it in the beginning. That's why people called me and said, you said he's gonna do it. I said Aquarian in him is gonna come out and he's gonna get him on that comedy special. He ain't gonna talk to nobody about it. He ain't gonna sit at Jada's red table like he said, I'm not a victim. So no, you won't see me on Oprah, you won't see me on Gayle, or none of that. And that's how he handled it.
Yes, Dr. Ho, he did.
Did he call Jada bitch? So what, Dr. Ho, you call everybody bitch. What the hell?
Okay,
y'all
so
y'all killing me this morning. And like Bobo said, he called us the N-word. How many black people, I don't even use the word, but how many black people call each other that? We have adapted that as a form of
you don't use the word. What do you call CNN?
Change it. Oh, okay.
Right.
So, but they do. Change the Negro Network. How about that? Okay. But yeah, I mean, okay. So y'all didn't like it. But I knew y'all wasn't gonna like it.
Hold on. Mother, something's going on with your audio.
Is it?
Oh, maybe it's my TV. I do have my TV on.
Oh. Yeah.
I do have a TV. Guys, let me see if that helps.
There you go.
That helped.
It's back?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew y'all wasn't gonna like it. But y'all, not mother. I don't know why. But Carl, I know you like Jada, because when the first went down, you like Jada.
I don't like Jada like that. Y'all making it seem like I cape for Jada.
That's
okay, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because y'all sound a little low, but I'm gonna keep on rocking with it. Okay, I just wanted to clarify because Kyrie has said that it's mainly we were upset about the gay jokes, the trans jokes, and that's not what it was. It was just really a bad set.
Yes.
And it just got cringier and cringier. Yes. And what people don't understand is black people, like, and I do it sometimes, like we don't critically think while we're watching these specials. We watch it for the entertainment value. And if you're not careful, you will be laughing at yourself. You have to be very careful. I do it all the time because sometimes I'll watch something. I just want to be entertained. But if you're not really careful, you have to stop and think sometimes. Like, okay, I enjoyed the dragging at the end. I did enjoy because I like a good drag. But at the end of the day, there was so many things about this special that he was saying that was so problematic from a black standpoint for black people. And you won't catch it until you stop and listen. Point, you may have to watch it twice to get the problematic issues that he was doing in the special.
But Mother, to your point, we do the same thing when it comes to music.
Say it again.
To your point, we do the same thing when it comes to music. We just listen to the beat and we don't listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, exactly. Let me put it like this, and maybe this will help everybody. Chris Rock tells the jokes that white people wish they could say and tell. That's what I feel. And that's why I say he's the purveyor of anti-blackness. He tells the jokes white people wish they could say at the water cooler.
Yes.
But what did he say that was so anti-black?
Well, first of all, you slapped a man and Chris Rock, Will Smith slapped you, right? And then you said your answer to the violence part of it was you didn't want to, fight in front of white people. But you have stood up here and insulted black people in front of black people and in front of an international audience.
Yes.
So some of this stuff is like it's mind-boggling that people didn't see it.
Or how about the joke when he was talking about I still respect I love Will Smith. I loved watching him in Emancipation getting his ass whooped by Massa.
That was cringy. It's like because it would be one thing if Will Smith was playing a fictional character, right? But that person really existed. The man that he was playing existed. So that's why I say he does the jokes that white folks really wish they would do. But let me say this, and I'm gonna go because I don't want to take over y'all's show. It has gotten to the point now, and Dave Chappelle started this. It has gotten to the point now where they gaslight you into feeling that you are a power puff, right? Yes. They give this stuff out now to the point where if you are offended by something, now they're gaslighting you to the point where, should I be offended? Because Dave Chappelle started, he really did. Well, wait a minute, that don't feel right. Well, I better not say nothing because I'm a power puff and we take everything, we selective outrage now. Somebody will call you something, the most worst thing you could think of now, and now you're second guessing yourself as to whether or not it's offensive. Or should me and my people be offended by this?
Right.
But it is a selective outrage. Because like now, you all are talking about Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, but y'all love some more. I wasn't offended by any of them.
But I'm just like, what does some more have to do with this?
That has nothing to do with this.
No, you're talking about the jokes. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, some more made she made some bad jokes. They were very bad jokes concerning trans people. And people spoke out against it and spoke up against it. I'm just saying, y'all.
Some people they want to.
I'm just saying, with Chris Rock, y'all, people have to be very careful because sometimes people will be insulting their own race, and you're cheering it on because you're not really critically thinking. That's all I'm saying. I'm not one of those gays that go around with a rainbow flag and a rainbow van. Yeah. I'm not that gay. No, right. The gay police. That's not me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like somebody said on a post about Sabor, if you're a gay man and you're laughing at this, you're the problem. I was like, so we can't have humor?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Like, but at the end of the day, I do think that we need to be more careful and critically think about certain things. And I think that first of all, I think. When I was growing up, I was my class was one of the last classes to get that actual course. Critical thinking was an actual course, was an actual class that was being taught in elementary school. They don't do that anymore because they don't want us to really think about what's going on, what is happening, what are the undertones. It's not about what is being overtly said. It's about the undertones, and that's my issue with it. Some more, yeah, she said some very cringy things as well, and I'm not knocking that. But as far as the undertones behind it, you can feel a complete difference. And I'm not saying that comedians should all, really be should have this whole veil of we have to be careful and sensitive about what we say. I'm not saying
but that. You do. Now they do. They have to.
But they don't have to do that if you're not caping. If you're saying that you're a part of our community, then don't sit there and talk about us and joke us and make us the monkey that people are laughing at in front of them.
But see,
that's what I'm saying.
I think that's rooted in making me look bad or making me say something in front of white people. I think you know how we sometimes our people we get like that. Don't do that in front of white people. Don't make me look bad in front of white people.
It's not. I don't give a damn what white people think. I'm just saying what I don't like to be the center of your joke and the butt of your joke when it comes to what our culture is. That's my issue behind it, because you're doing it only because your undertones and your motivation behind it is because you have an issue underneath and it's surrounded by anti-blackness. That's my issue with it. You're not doing it because you think it's funny. You're saying it because you know that you're going to get $1 from these palm-colored people and these snow crickets.
Yeah, he got 40 million.
Well,
one thing.
And the same thing happened. The reason why I have an issue with it is because there was actual footage. I forget what comedian he was talking to, but he allowed some white person or this white comedian to say the N-word in front of him, and he was all cool with it.
Two people.
So you saw that. So what are you talking about?
But there are us who have white friends that allow them to say that.
Why do we do that? Why do we do those whole whataboutisms?
It's
very what about. It's very what it's like. Well, Sarah also did this, but nobody's saying what happened to her. Rashika did this too.
Because it's selective outrage. Because you say something to him, but don't say something to them. It's selective outrage.
But when nobody's saying that, we didn't say anything about them. But there are people that actually had an issue with that too, and people have been talking about it.
That's his personal life. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just he's one of my favorite stand-ups.
Personal life?
Because he did that. That was when they were sitting there talking. That was some kind of meeting or whatever it was they were in.
No, it wasn't a meeting. It was an interview. It was like a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me just say this, and I'm gonna step down. Let you guys finish, because honey, this is a hot debate. But I'm gonna say the special just wasn't funny to me like that. It was not a year wait type level of funny for me. And Chris Rock is just not funny to me at all. I just don't laugh at Chris Rock. But if you enjoyed it, if somebody enjoyed it, I can't take away from the fact that you found it funny. But a lot of people just, they just didn't find it funny, y'all.
Yeah, they did. A lot of people did not.
A lot of people enjoyed it, but
it wasn't.
It will get to the point where these comedians will get to the point where they'll start to insult you, and you won't even know you're being insulted. Like, really, you have to really critically think and look through some things nowadays. And
I want to also add this. What frustrates me a lot of times is when they say, "Well, this is our opinion. This is our opinion about it," but then this is our opinion too. So both can be true at the same time. Like Kyrie can have his opinion, and people like Kyrie can have their opinion about whether they like. I'm not mad that you guys liked Chris Rock's special. It just wasn't for me.
Right, and that's what I love.
It didn't land.
We don't have the same opinion, and we're still cool. But you have people who have a different opinion. Fuck it, they go off.
I know, because I can see it on my TikTok.
Right.
like Rihanna, the whole situation with Rihanna. I love Rihanna down. I did not enjoy that performance.
No, that performance was, and the Navy was acting like it was the greatest performance, and I'm like, that was just a regular performance. And then they were, well, she's pregnant. Okay, she's pregnant. It was still a lackluster performance. It just,
I'm like, what do y'all want her to do?
Beyonce was full blown pregnant on a chair,
but she's not that type of performer.
I understand that. I'm not talking about that. But Beyonce was.
Well, I'm not a Rihanna fan, so it don't matter to me.
Yeah, but my point is that Rihanna was sitting on Beyonce was sitting on a chair, full blown pregnant. Okay, like I'm talking about ready to pop the baby out, and she sat there in that chair the entire time. I think she stood up for 2.5 seconds of the song, and that performance was still better than what we saw on Rihanna's thing.
But Beyonce also wasn't lifted up 75,000 feet in the air.
Okay.
Well, she wasn't.
All right.
I just think we was expecting them little white sperm things to do something, or somebody to come out the back, or we was expecting somebody to jump out, a special guest. We just kept waiting and waiting and waiting, and nothing ever happened.
All we saw was booty popping. Like I was just like, what is going on?
Like is somebody gonna come out the back? Is Colin Kaepernick gonna come out the back? Anybody.
Yes, Raymond. Beyonce's chair reclined, and that's it. And we still had a better performance.
Right, it reclined all the way back.
All the way. She leaned. Okay, we were worried.
Yeah, but she wasn't like she wasn't 75,000 feet in the air. Rihanna went way up in the air.
All right. You enjoyed Rihanna's performance.
I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for allowing me to come on.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Mama. Have a good one. All right. Thank y'all. Say thank you to Mama for coming on and blessing us with her presence.
I always enjoy Titan.
So you enjoy Chris Rock's Selective Outrage performance, y'all. I'm happy for y'all. That was I'm great. That's wonderful. Blessings and tidings. Okay.
Don't do that.
All right, let's move on. We're just going to agree to disagree, my brother.
Yes.
I still love you.
I love you too.
I love you down all day. And listen, if any of y'all on TikTok come after Kyrie or come after me, we got each other's backs. Okay? Play
know that.
You want to.
Know that before you speak. Before you type. Know that.
Just because Kyrie has horrible comedic opinions. I'm kidding. I love you, bro. All right, so moving on. Good luck, Chris Rock. Good luck, Chris Rock fans. We're gonna move on to the situation. Don't get slapped again. All right, so Black Excellence today. As you know, last month was Black History Month, and we want to keep it 365 all the way down. So this today is actually the birthday of Harriet Tubman, and so we want to give her Black Excellence because we like to think that Harriet Tubman, born on March 6, 1820, was reincarnated in Rosa Parks. After all, Parks was born the year that Tubman died. Born in an enslaved family, Harriet Tubman learned from her mother what dignity means, and she swore that she would always fight oppression and freedom and equality. Fight oppression with freedom and equality. Excuse me. These convictions led Tubman to become a fierce activist for slavery abolition and become the first woman ever to command a military operation during the American Civil War. This paved the way for her freedom and the awakening of an unstoppable anti-slavery movement that continues until today. Shout out to Harriet Tubman.
Yes.
All right. Did we miss anything, Kyrie?
Not that I know of.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and skip what's on the screen because tomorrow we are going to go ahead and talk about on the reality edition of Pyro Power Hour, the reality TV of what's the name of the show? With SWV and Escape?
Oh, the Queens of R&B.
The Queens of R&B, and we're going to go over and recap the
Real Housewives of Potomac.
Real Housewives of Potomac Part 3 reunion. So stay tuned for that on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And
9 p.m. Eastern, yes.
9 p.m. Eastern. Go ahead.
Yeah, y'all don't want to miss this. This is going to be, I think that, now y'all think we debated today on Chris Rock.
It's going to be a hot mess. All right, so today's discussion, I want you guys to watch this, and I want to hear your and we're going to make it brief because we took a way long time on that Chris Rock situation. I want to hear what you guys think on that. I saw this on TikTok and thought it was interesting. Go ahead and take a look.
I had a friend who confessed to you that she didn't have the capacity to be happy for you, and that even though she loved you, being around you was painful and she was jealous of what you had. Would you keep her around because you were impressed by her honesty? Or would you recognize that a snake that you ate will always still bite you in the hand and let her go?
There's a way to reward honesty, yes, but there's a way to accept someone being honest and realizing how there's absolutely nothing you can do to change that person no matter how much you love them.
So what are your thoughts on that? Go ahead, Kyrie.
That was good. That was good. But I would I would respect their honesty and thank them. But I wouldn't want nobody like that in my life. If you're always jealous of me, you just cannot find in yourself to be happy for me if something good happens for me, because I'm not the type of person I don't rock like that. I'm happy for everybody that I love. If something good happens to them, I'm grateful. I love it. I'm grateful for them. When they find love, I'm grateful for them. When they find whatever. If you find $20 on the ground, I'm happy for you.
I know that's right.
That type of person, that doesn't add anything to your life, nothing positive.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely want to chime in on this because I had a hard time because there's this whole thing of meet people where they are or you have to love them as people are, right? But there's also a thing of protecting your space and your peace, right? Yeah. And so when somebody tells you that they're super jealous of you or that their actions speak for themselves rather, then you need to kind of really kind of assess that. And yes, you can be like, whoa, that's cool. Thanks for being honest with me, girl, bro, whatever. But you got to go over there. Like
Right.
you can't come at the table, you know. And I think oftentimes we forget that people, you can forgive people, you can allow people to test your boundaries every now and then, but you don't have to give, and you can forgive them for testing your boundaries, but you don't have to give them the same access that they had. And one thing that I've always heard that I really enjoy is stop letting people live in your mind rent free. And so for me, it's like, okay, you jealous of me, girl. I don't know why. You know, we all trying to, you know, do what we got to do, but that's fine. I appreciate you for being honest with me, but we can't rock the same way, because I cannot have people in my circle that is just not
for you, right?
For me. So let's see. Mita Whitaker says, "Look, I want you to eat, just not with me, but we wish you well." Exactly. Ramona says, "I respect the honesty, but now you get side eye. So respectfully bow out the friendship." Melinda says, "Protect your space." Exactly. Mita Whitaker says, "Your position has been repositioned." I love that. Thais says, "I recently had a situation where I found myself having to decipher what happened with myself and a person in my life. And I found out that they were not jealous or envious of me, but they were threatened." Wow.
Woo! And that falls on the same line, but wow.
Where's my blessed oil? Come on now.
They were threatened.
And
why would you? And I would ask, why would you feel threatened?
But I think oftentimes we forget that it's not, everybody is not meant to be in your life to be, you know, a ride or die. You know what I'm saying? And like Mita Whitaker said, your position needs to sometimes be repositioned, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like when I look at life, I'm so blessed that my dad taught me how to play chess, because it's first of all, I feel like chess is a game of life, and it really helps you with strategy. It really helps you with repositioning things. It really helps you with your life. So if you don't know how to play chess, learn it. You can go on YouTube and learn it for free. But it's and then play against yourself. I oftentimes like to play chess on my computer by myself or against myself. Because it helps me remember and kind of reposition things, and you have to sometimes move chess pieces around on your board. And some people can't be bishops, some people can't be rooks or hooks or whatever.
Some people are just a pawn.
Some people are just pawns. You know what I'm saying? And some people try to use you as a pawn.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
So reassess and reposition people's position in your lives. And so I think one of the things that I took from what Thais just said is that oftentimes they're not jealous or envious, but they're threatened because there's something inside of you, something special about you that is keeping them or making them feel threatened because your light is too bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they talk to you any old type of way. They make you feel any old type of way. They will come at you and say certain things. Say, "Oh, well, you don't know what this is, or you don't know how to do this, or I've been doing this for forever, or good morning, gorgeous," stuff like that.
Yeah, but even in that, I think that that's still rooted in jealousy.
It is, however you want to put it, but I think that when you say somebody is threatened by you, there's an extra bit of demonicness in that, because there's a target. You are targeted now. You are out to get that person, because you can look at somebody and say, "Wow," and like envious. Like you can have, like, if I see your shirt, I'm like, "Wow, I really want that shirt. I really, wish I had that shirt." I'm not trying to take you out for it, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to kill you just for that shirt. But when you feel threatened by somebody, you feel like this person is out to get you, or you feel like your position is being, threatened in somewhat, it's about to be unseated. And so you don't feel like this person has room at the table for you, or you don't want them at the table. So you will do anything, even to the point of breaking that table.
Ooh.
I'm walking too heavy in the morning. It's early. I gotta get to work. But watch those that are gonna be that have nothing, quote unquote, nothing to lose, because they will do whatever it takes to take away your light, including, and just so you don't get a seat at the table. They'll break the chairs, and they'll even get to the point where they break the table.
Will. They will.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna let that sit with y'all shots out for a little bit. We love you guys so much. Mother, thank you so much.
Yes.
So much for coming on. We appreciate you. My brother, I love you. Thank you so much for being my ride or die on this show. And I'm so excited to talk with you tomorrow about reality TV. It's gonna be hilarious, Kyle.
That's fun. That's gonna be fun, yeah.
Yeah, because I got so much to say about these green-eyed bandits, child. And I'm looking forward to watching the SWV and Escape show today.
Please,
yes. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I have my notebook already, ready to go. I have my little notebook.
Oh, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready. I'm watching. I have my TV in the office right here. I'm watching it. Right after I finish the last episode of Love After Lava. You got me hooked. Okay, you got me hooked. Okay. Ooh, some of these girls on here is getting on my nerve.
But I'll say that for tomorrow. I'm about to say something. I'll say that for tomorrow.
We're going to talk about it. Y'all, thank you so much for joining. We love you, Thai Squad, Pyromaniacs, Kai Club, all you guys. Thank you so much. You in the book. Baby, mother. Kwame, you in the book. Listen, I tried to pull back. Okay, I felt a little oily because this morning you blessed me this morning. If you guys have missed the Thais report this morning, go ahead and check it out. It was a really ooh, mother blessed me. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it alone. I love you guys. We love you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And also, I will see you guys tonight on Kwame Speaks at 5 p.m. It's added to new time because we had to shift some things over, and we decided to shift my show. It's easy. All right, so my show is going to be Kwame Speaks at 5 p.m. We're going to talk about some things, some organizational ideas and things of that nature. So stay tuned. We love you guys, and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Wrong one. Hold on a minute. Where's the damn end? Where's the outro? Oh, there it is. All right. Bye.